and one 7U. I already have the 7U here. Just need to clip it. Wait, am I live? If there is anyone in chat, let me know, because I am not seeing myself online. I am live now? Okay. All I see is a black screen. But I guess it's something on my browser. Oh, really? I don't know what happened. I have been streaming, I've been talking for a few minutes, and I still don't see myself on my video preview. Can you guys see me okay? Luke, can you see me okay? Not sure why, but I still don't see myself. Okay, perfect. All right, I guess it's something with my browser that is not showing. Hey, I'm not Neil. How are you? Yeah, I don't know what happened. You didn't miss anything. Nothing at all. All right, let me clip and lube the... I have two stabs that are ready. I just need to lube a third 2U and then one 7U. And I want to also check if this is straight, which I think it is. Looks to be straight, so we should be good with this guy. I'm gonna quickly lube and clip it along with this guy here. Oh, and this is PCB mount. No, sorry, plate mount. So I need to find another PCB mount housing because this is no good. I'm really running out of PCB mount steps. Thankfully, I have a bunch of them coming. Hey, Fun Spoiler, how are you? Welcome. All right, we have to lube two stabs and clip them. So let me clip them first. What is my current favorite spring? So for plates with flex, I prefer lightweight springs, like 55 and 63.5 are my favorite. And for stiff plates, like brass plates, I prefer something a little heavier, like 67, 65 grams. And I pretty much only use either stock springs or SPRiT springs. I have never tried, even though I have some punchy springs here. And I also have some, I think, switch mod springs, which are cat wheel ease. I haven't tried them yet. But my rule of thumb for springs is I like to go lightweight for plates that have a good amount of flex, and I like to go heavier for plates that are a little more stiff. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question? Oh, look at that. We have a partially clipped insert. But what Tom in a Box said is a good advice as well. That's very particular. But for me, that's how I like it. All right. By the way, your chicory looks amazing. I loved the combination of the white case with the necro key set. Haters gonna hate, but I liked it. And by the way, welcome Tom in a box. Gee, thanks. Hey Weeks, welcome back. I didn't have all the stabs that I needed, so I am modding. Wow. This is a thick wire. This 7U from Novel Keys. Very thick. Very hard to clip in. Yeah, it's really thick. Yeah, me too, man. Pretty excited about it, man. And I know this thing is expensive, Zeal60, but very nice little details. Like, do you see the cutout here? It tells you which one is the 7U, where the 7U space goes, and then I know that this idea has appeared elsewhere already. But I do appreciate that. And I am thinking of getting a second one since I am using this, the only one that I have. Where did I put those golden? Let's use those golden screws. Yeah, I think Ken was the first one. I did know that someone did that already, and I think it was you that told me weeks about it. Or should I say Lico? Yeah, for the PCB it's definitely Lico. By the way, do you have any Lico PCBs? I think I only have one, or do I? Is the PCB for the LZ Lico? I don't remember. I don't know why, but I think it is. Oh yeah, the box CP. Hey C10 or Clockwork, how are you? Thank you so much for the follow. If you're here in chat, let me know. Oh, I see you are. You just did the build command. Welcome, welcome. How did you find us? I'm always curious about that, by the way. I may not be able to stay awake for the whole build. My eyes feel... Man, I am kind of tired myself. But yeah, I totally get you. No worries about it. If you have to go, you have to go. Wait, isn't this a little weird? That... No, I guess not. But the stabs almost touch each other. That's interesting. Oh, of course, I'm not. Oh, how stupid am I? I'm gonna do split right shift as well. So I guess we don't need all those steps. We only need 2 steps. Duh. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking about this. The plate orientation doesn't line up with the plate. True. Yeah, that may be a problem. Let's test it. Let's open this guy and test it. Let's see if we're gonna have an issue, and if we are, we can use another PCB that has a different orientation. We'll see. Let's check. Good point. Guys, give me one quick second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I will do that. I'm just gonna take out this shirt. I'm feeling like I'm gonna put a t-shirt on. So if you guys excuse me for one quick moment, I'll be right back.
That's the way every day goes. Looking back, I know we started falling. We were falling in love, yeah. Took my heart and you rode off. Was a feeling never enough for you, baby? When you left me chasing you. Trying to find a place where we can be alone. All those nights lying by your side, like it's a vibe, feeling it shine under your spotlight.
All right, now I look like a hobo, but at least it's more comfortable. Okay, let's compare. So I think we will be fine. Take a closer look. They are symmetrical, both up and down. Can you see that they're symmetrical, the cutout? And the same thing goes for this one. Yeah, I'm good. Let me test this tab in particular because I didn't lube it today. It was lubed already, so I want to double check that it makes a good sound. Let me get the switches we're gonna be using. Let me turn the music down quickly to listen to this. Yeah, I don't think it sounds very good. Let me compare it to the one that I just lubed. Yeah, definitely worse. So I'm gonna re-lube this guy. So my X11 sounds so fucking good with the PC plate and the combination of switches and caps I have on it. On the other side of the spectrum, my DZ60 pretty bad with box whites. Yeah, I prefer for clickies. I think it's the only case that I prefer a more stiff plate. So let me redo this tab here real quick. So which one was it? The shift, right? Yeah. Oh, wait a second. So it looks like that. Oh, hold on. No, I thought the house was lubed, but it isn't the case. Thank God. Hey, Ixenovia. Thank you so much for the follow. If you're here in chat, just let me know. But thank you regardless. And how are you liking that X11 Wix? I was really impressed with that board. I think it looks amazing. I do have a board coming that I'm pretty excited about, a TKL as well. I don't know if you saw when Anthony did the unboxing and then later a build of the Matrix Abel Dark Plus. Like a very different version of the Matrix Abel. And it has a lot of unique things like the stripe with the LEDs, and the chamfers are very unique. Really, you were checking me on YouTube. That's nice. Welcome, man. Really glad to have you here. And I think one of the best things that I did was add my Twitch channel link on my YouTube videos, because I learned that a lot of people that is here knows about YouTube, but the opposite is not very true. So thank you for joining us. And yeah, so are you on the hobby? Do you own any boards? What's your story? It is, right? The X11. I am really... And you know what? When that launched, I wasn't that into TKLs. And now I'm really into TKLs. I mean, now that I have the matrix able, I may be not buying a lot of TKLs in the short term because I have 3 good ones that I like. Okay, now I made it worse and I think I clipped it wrong. Oh my god, it's gonna be one of those days. Yeah, Rope, I was pretty lucky to get one on Project Keyboards. Which side is wrong? This side is wrong. So let me quickly fix this. I wish I had my QXP when those were getting... Oh, so you sold your QXP? Actually, I'm using a tofu with Zeal60 7 grams that I'm planning another keyboard. Just following some... Hey, Salt Rock Lamp. Yeah, I think there is more demand than there is offer, but isn't that the case for pretty much anything in our hobby nowadays? Ah, okay. I misunderstood what you said, Rope. Completely misunderstood. And I am so happy, Salt Rock. Hey, how are you? And by the way, I was saying I'm so happy that I found a local place that cuts polycarbonate, but they do laser cutting, and it's far from perfect. As you can see, there is a lot of burn marks. It still has the sticker on, but regardless, the finish is not good. But at least functionally, it works perfect. So I was really, really glad to find that. All right, I think I'm satisfied now with how the stab turned out. So we can disassemble this case and take out the plate and get started. Hey RP, RPH must I say. Missed a lot already? No, I was just doing the exciting things like clipping and lubing stabs and testing stabs. So you didn't miss much. Not at all. I'm gonna put on some switches and then I'm gonna retest the stabilizers. Just wanna make sure that we're good with them. And I think I'm going with stepped caps. What do you guys think? I always like stepped caps. Yeah, I'm gonna go with stepped. Stepped caps is naughty. And I almost thinking that we may need to clip all the switches on this guy. Okay. Looks like at least apparently our stabs are good. So let me grab set here. It's pure aesthetics, yes. I don't know. I still think that this stab is making a weird noise. Let me check this one here. I don't know why, but I think that this plate kind of squeezes the housing of the stab, making it a little scratchy. I'll try to put it on the mic so you guys can hear it. Can you guys hear it? A little bit of scratchiness. And I'm thinking it is because of the plate. I want to compare it without the plate, just to be sure. Hey, Slippery Pete. How's it going, man? Thank you for joining. Yeah, the scratchiness is not as present. It is rope? Okay, so I think it may be a problem with the general problem with the plate. Yeah, and I'm just finding that those Retooled blacks are a little bit scratchy to my taste, a little bit too scratchy. I don't know if it will be an issue or not. I wish I had Telios. All right, let's continue with the build. Those are the switches that I prepared. They have 103 only. And I think that may be the problem. I don't know. I didn't use grease on this, guys. I wanted to try oil alone. But I think we'll be fine. We'll see. Worst that can happen is I have to do what I do with every board I build recently and desolder it. And it looks like we're going to be able to push switches in just fine. I want to test the 7U spacebar. I didn't test that. And that can be a source of issues later on. By the way, almost all switches sold on... Oh yeah, I did get some. But it's a good reminder for chat as well. Yeah, the spacebar sound amazing. I'm just wondering if I should do a heavier spring on spacebar. This is 63.7. Maybe I should do a heavier one on the spacebar. Did I just do this? I'm sorry, man. Let me change the spring real quick. I have a bunch of samples from SPRiT. I have 85, a lot of 85s. I have 65, I have 72, and I have 78, and I have the ultimate 100. So I'm gonna do 78. You think 78 is too much? Let's do 72 then. 72 it is. Yeah, I got some Roselios myself, but that was before the promo. But they are not on discount as well. So it should be good. Oops, that didn't work, did it? All right, let's do the way I usually do it. I hold it with my bare hands, lube this part, put it here, and then I lube the rest. Oh, you got it on Valentine's Day. That was smart. I didn't even know I wanted one back then. Let's see how it feels now with a heavier spring. At least buying from Zeal shouldn't give me any import tax. Really? Why is that? Do you have any trade agreement with Canada? All right, let's start soldering. Why don't you try to build some silent holy pandas real when you finish this build? What? What is silent holy pandas real? That's cool. Brazil needs to do one of those. So here we go. So let me start with the escape. Silent Holy Pandas. I don't even know what that is. What are those? Oh, the music, I think it's too low. Let me, hold on. Let me know if it's better now. I love to see your opinion. No music, please. I prefer hearing you breathing. Oh, you think? Let me do it halfway. So we have a little bit of music, a little bit of silence. How is that? So we have a democracy. Democracy is bad. Democracy is dumb. Isn't that like a phrase or something? What's up with your soldering iron tip? What do you mean? Nothing. Are you kidding me? There is no oxidation on the tip. There is just around the tip on the part that you don't use. It's not oxidated at all. Like the tip itself is zero oxidated. I actually just refreshed the tip. You see, the tip is fine. The oxidation is elsewhere. I actually have this product here that is really good for refreshing tips. So I use a combination of this, and every time I finish soldering, I use this thing to tin the tip before storing it. So the tip is totally fine. It's just a used iron. Very used at that. I take care of my tips, man. Trypophobia, yeah, I know. About 162 board. Just the tip. Yeah, this is the only iron I've ever had. Ever since I started soldering. I changed tips once only. Oh, this is escape. This is fine. The only iron I've ever had. You got me there, but yeah, true. I mean, I didn't have any before this one, and this is the one I use 99% of the time. Unless I feel like soldering in my living room, which I do sometimes. And the TS100 is another great iron. Imagine suing Zeal60 and non-RGB switches? Didn't get it. Using a Zeal60 and non-RGB switches. Oh man, I didn't even think of that. Oh, there is still gonna be a little bit, yeah. That was stupid, wasn't it, Wix? We'll change that later. I'm gonna change the tops. I am not a smart man, what can I say? Didn't even think that through. I do have a lot of alias switches, and I also have, I actually have cherry switches that have the milky tops. I have MX blacks with milky tops from cherry, the RGB blacks. So I should have changed the tops. Let me see. I have that on one of those boards here. I don't remember which one. One of them have them. But I can always come back and change the tops. It's just gonna take a whole lot of time. But if I know myself and if I don't like the sound of this board, I'm gonna desolder it like tomorrow. So if I end up doing that, we're going to change the tops, basically. Yeah, I think you're right. You have been using only 100%. You need alias housing for some MX islands. I just desolder a bunch of MX islands. I need to use them somewhere. And I need to see what Mr. Keeps thinks about the silent holy pandas, because I might try to make some soon. I don't think we'll have time today, I'm not Neil. But I'll take a look at that. So tell me what the combo is again for that switch that you want me to test. It's a Xylem or silent Ultimo Sky stem on a York Jesus housing. I get you. I don't know if that's worth, because maybe for the feeling, but the sound is not going to change, right? But I can definitely try it and give you some feedback. Nobody talking about inver pandas anymore. Yeah, I do have a few of them still. I have like 10 inver pandas that are not used anywhere. Those are modified already, but I have real invers. Quick question to you, Weeks. I remember I was watching you build the X11, and I got distracted for a second, and then when I look back, everything was soldered. Did you solder the X11 like super quick, or was it just my impression? Silent Holy Panda, bottom house of the Cherry Silent Red, top housing of the Cherry Silent Red. Yeah, I like that. Got myself some yolks. Let's see what this is all about. So you just got them. They're really good, in my opinion. Really, really good. I guess I soldered pretty quickly. Don't know. Must have looked away for more than a moment. Yeah, like it felt to me like it was instant almost. Like super fast. And then I saw a comment by Arctic Fox saying, "What? Did you already finish soldering?" And then I just remembered that. Oh, the trash ones. Yeah, those got to my proxy a few days ago. I think maybe 5 or 6 days ago. Maybe a week. But I'm in Brazil, what can I say? Yeah, and you know what the greatest advice that I received and I follow to the letter when I started? Keep buying. So you're never waiting for anything. Like you're waiting for more stuff, you're always waiting for more stuff, but at least you have a constant stream of things. And I guess I followed it. Yeah, this switch here is really floating, so let's fix that. Like, I'm not even kidding. That was an advice I got when I joined the hobby. But you never really forget. You just keep dreaming of the stuff you'll be shipped from some damn time. Yes. Buy and forget. Yes. Just keep buying. I know. It lasts until Zeal has made enough money to compensate for the amount of Stelios out there. So that's how long it's going to take. All right, so I think everything that we got here is soldered. Let's start adding all the switches that are left. Man, I was doing a list of, because Weeks, you didn't hear this. I know that everybody on the Brazilian Discord heard about it because I was frantic about it. Do you know Jay from Top Clack? He invited me to do a show with him Sunday, basically to have me on Top Clack, and we're gonna do a contest of our top 5 boards, and people in chat's gonna vote and everything. So when he said that, I took the time to do a little inventory, not only of the stuff that I have, but also of the things I'm waiting. And the list is scary, to say the very least. So I think that's going to be a pretty epic show. It's going to be Sunday, and the tentative time is, I think, 3 p.m. Eastern, which is 10 p.m. his time. I can almost guess. What can you guess? You can almost guess my top 5. Yeah, probably number 1. Is really up there. After I built the unicorn, I removed all the switches because I felt most of them were too scratchy for my liking. Yes, so I kind of always do that, Wix. Like it's been a while, and I can't remember when was the last time that I built a board on stream, and then I just left as is. Like I'm almost always redoing. The next day, like I sit down and I tweak them to my liking. And the last one that I did that for the Alice, but I desoldered the latest TMO50 twice because it wasn't to my liking until it was. Hey, Droke. How are you, man? Thanks for joining. Yeah, Wix does what I should do, and he actually breaks in the switches. I am still gonna build a jig for breaking switches with some stepper motors and 3D printing. I have been thinking a lot about that. Relays, I don't know yet what I'm using, but I want to do it. probably won't be getting any more Vin Retooled blacks, only get yellow Stelios and Pandas Trash Creams. Yeah, I really like the housing sound of Cherries Retooled. So I will probably still be getting a lot of them. They are my favorite switches still. I do acknowledge that they need a little more breaking in. But let me tell you that even when they're looped, they still continue to break in, and eventually they get really good. Even the scratchy ones. So it's just a matter of using them. Smooth linear with Holy Panda sound, but expensive as fuck. The problem, I'm not nil. You would, but I cannot put like known music because I publish my videos to YouTube, and then I get a copyright claim, and then I'm screwed. So those those songs that you're listening to, they are basically licensed to a streaming platform that I pay monthly in order to use the songs. Oh, it's royalty free? Are you sure? Are you 100% sure? Because I could take a strike easily if it's not. And I kind of didn't want to open a Pandora's box with that. Even if it's royalty free, it doesn't mean that the author can't claim copyright, even if it's royalty free, because it's still copyrighted. You see what I mean? And unless I know the licensing terms and whatnot, I would rather not go there. I was watching this video this weekend. There was a guy. This guy has 6 million subscribers. He does basically what he does is Minecraft programming, if you will. So he programs things to automate harvesting stuff. And there was this company that opened a claim against all his videos. Like, we're talking about like 500 videos. And then he emailed YouTube saying, you know what, I have written permission to use this music. What is the deal, right? And so the problem was that the guy that originally wrote the song that he uses for his intro used a sample from a music that is copyrighted. That's how crazy things are nowadays. So this guy, basically all the revenue that this guy makes on his videos is going to this company. Like 100% of it. And the guy lives from his channel. Can you imagine that? How crazy that is? That a crazy algorithm decided that all of a sudden an original song had some samples in it that somehow matches a copyrighted song. Yeah, I know. But it's still, I still get a little surprised with that kind of bullshit. So with all due respect, I would rather to just use things that I'm 100% sure that are part of a platform that is, you know, gravitates around streaming music and licensed music. Yep, and that's what happened, Weeks. And it's funny because I didn't know this guy before, right? And he made, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hacker News. He made it on the top post on Hacker News. And then I watched, the thing that made it to the top of Hacker News was a video of himself talking about the issue, right? And then I went and started, you know, looking around and seeing his videos. And what he does is pretty cool. Hey Gabi, how are you? So this guy, all he does is like programming on Minecraft to automate, as I said, harvesting and other stuff. I only watched one video, right? But it is pretty ingenious, the things that guy does. You wish you got one? Man, can you imagine? I had two and I sold one to Gondo. I sold it for less than I paid, actually. I love you, Gondo, by the way, if you're listening to this. It's a good friend right there. Minecraft is the next big programming language. Yeah, it's M2EE, right? Minecraft for the enterprise. All right, time to put on the... Let me see, this one I don't think I have an issue with because both of the pads are in, and I think the same thing goes for the right shift. So I don't have to worry too much about them, about aligning them. They seem to be easy enough. I was meaning to ask you, Mr. Keeps. I can't seem to get the Alt T to work with Windows key. So Alt when held and Win key. Oh, I never tried that. Never tried doing that. Maybe what you can do is program that manually instead of using the hotkey. And I can give it a try as well if you want. I'll tell you what, I will program this right after I finish soldering. Let's put that key somewhere on my layout and test it. Okay, and I think we are done here. Let me just double check if I didn't miss any pads. As you may as well know, I always forget at least one. You see, enter is missing one pad. That's how you do it, by the way, Weeks. Hey, Tessa Chaka is hosting me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tess. I don't know if you're here, but thank you very much for hosting me. I should put you on my list of hosts, auto host as well, which I'll do. By the way, if you guys don't know Tess, she does a lot of cat streaming. I'm kidding. She does a lot of keyboard streaming along with some gameplay. Make sure you follow her here. No way, look at that. Hey Tess, thank you so much for the subscription. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Only cats, so there you go. I don't have fancy moderators like you do, Tess, so I'm sorry. But be welcome to post your channel here. Be more than welcome to post it here. I don't think I have any restrictions around links or anything. But again, I'm only doing 7 people right now. And they all probably know you. So we are all good here. Okie dokie. Soldering is done apparently. No, you're the awesomest. I don't know how to pronounce that, by the way. Awesomest. Awesomest. I don't know. One of those. All right. Let's test and program this PCB, shall we? Uh-oh. So this test is a QXP. It's a 60% case that had a GB, I think a year and change ago. And we are doing it with Retooled blacks because I'm a linear guy. I know you're not into linears. I am only about linears. And they're lubed with Krytox 103. And I put some SPRiT 63.5 gram springs. Yes, you can appreciate them through me. I used to be, like, I started out on the hobby as a clicky guy. I think many people start that way. Then I started liking tactiles. And then I finally settled with linears. All right, let me bring up keyboard tester so we can do our famous Josh. Thingy, so let me see. There we go. So let's see. Yeah, this one is not gonna work. Oh, I need to make this a lot smaller. Hold on. Can you spot the error? As per usual, I soldered one thing wrong. Hold on, guys. This right shift. Look at this. This is half view distance, one from the other. Let me quickly fix this and we can move on. Yeah, I am. And thank God I didn't finish this soldering it. This is being a pain in the ass to this solder. So let me get my desoldering gun. So Eames, the plate came from Project Keyboards. I don't know if you're acquainted with Project Keyboards. You want to see it tuned? I mean, part of the nice part of this is that it's not tuned. Yeah, this is not coming out. Yeah, there is some solder inside that is not coming out. We'll have to use the gun and shoot myself. Now we're talking. Yeah, and I think the left pin was also had a little bit of solder left. And even the right one, the left one didn't desolder properly yet. You soldered the whole board with the desoldering gun? That's crazy. Yeah, and I think I have, oh my god, hell broke loose here. The gun is clogged. I can see it's clogged. So I'm unclogging it, and I forgot to take this out. Yeah, sounding a lot better now. There we go. No, I get what you mean. I already used it to solder. When I need to add more solder, I used to use it as well. Hey, you're back with the dinner. What's for dinner? So there's a quick thing that I want to do. There's a lot of flux on this. I want to quickly clean this a little bit. There is too much flux. So me, I'm probably gonna eat some chicken or something. Still don't know. Thank God I'm still not hungry though. All right, so I'm pleased with this. I know pizza, right? And I almost went out to eat some pizza today. I usually go out. I take my mom out every Thursday. Actually, my mom and my mother-in-law most of the times on Thursday, and we usually go to this Italian place near. But I wanted to stream. I wanted to prepare this QXP. I know, right? And yeah, if I don't, like today, I didn't take her out, and she calls me and say, "Oh, is everything okay?" and whatnot. And I say, "No, it's fine. Just that today I have something I need to take care of," because I really wanted to build this QXP for Sunday. And Sunday, I'm probably appearing on Top Clack for you guys that wasn't here before. And we're doing a competition, myself against Jay, on our top 5 board. So I wanted this QXP to be part of the top 5. So that's why I wanted to rush this build. All right, let's finish up the testing. Now that I fixed my terrible mistake. All right, so none of those keys actuated. Did I solder them? Yes, I did. I don't know what the deal is, but none of those two are doing anything. So I hope it has to do with the programming of those keys. I hope it's not an issue with the PCB. Yeah, that's what I don't know. So the next step here is probably, let's see. Let's program this. Let's see. Oh, great. I hate when this happens, when caps lock is left. So keyboard, on-screen keyboard. Let's toggle caps off. There we go. So let's copy the Zeal keyboard slash Zeal60 keymaps default to keyboards Zeal60 keymaps Mr. Keeps. How do I drag? Yes. Man, I suck at Windows. I can't even move Windows. Let's see. So we have Zeal60, Mr. Keeps, keymaps. Yeah, so those are function keys. So all good in that regard. So we have equal and backspace. I probably need a different layout. Let me see what the layouts that are available. We have ISO, we have HHKB, so I'm probably copying from HHKB here. There we go. Let's make sure, yeah, this is split. So I'm gonna probably leave as is for now. And later on I can refine it. So let me do make Zeal60, Mr. Keeps. So they are function keys. And for this one, now it's going to be out, and then the other one is going to be the function. And I don't know why it takes so much longer on Windows for it to compile. So let's see here. C. Tools, Q and K toolbox. see. Oh my god, I hate this. How do I go to my folder? C, users, Felipe, code, QMK, firmware, Zeal60. There we go. Let me see, do we have a reset button? Yes, we do. We plug it in. Let's enable auto flash and let's press the reset button. Okay, so this should be programmed now. Let me just confirm. Yep. And now this is triggering both Alt and Control. There is something wrong here. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. Let me hold it in my hand while I do it. Hold on. No, it's pressing both Alt and Control. Let me see. Yeah, there's definitely something weird. Even Alt is not always triggering. Okay, I'm gonna leave this as is and I can debug it later. So we can continue here. Stop pressing two buttons. I think so, right? Houston, we have a problem. It looks like the Zeal PCB doesn't fit on the case. That is, the plate is actually polycarbonate, Tess. This part is bumping against. Yeah, it doesn't fit. Basically, it doesn't fit. How nice is that? Oh, I think we're in luck here. The problem is the stab screw. I may have one stab screw that may fit. So time for us to cross our fingers because it's hitting against those two things here. So let me get my, and I have replacement screws. So hopefully they will do the job. If not, the next best thing would be to desolder and add some clip-ons. So those guys here are flatheads. I really do hope that they fit. Okay, here we go. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I may have to file, but I mean, yeah, I don't know if I am hopeful but doubtful. But we'll see. Nope, no deal. and it's like this side is okay. Is this side that is just a tiny bit. I guess if I file the screw head a little bit, I might get away with it. Let's see. It's not the PCB, it's just the screw head. So it's easier than filing the PCB. Just took a little bit out. Let's see if that was enough to clear the space we have. Man, it's really close. Let's file a little bit more. Did you already file underneath the USB? No. Because I can see that only this screw here is heating. Oh, hold on, I think. Man, it's so close. Good idea, Weeks. And yes, RPH, I can't say that I'm a lucky guy. So I took the screw from the one place where it's being stuck, and it still won't fit. So I'm glad you suggested that, because the problem lies between the piece. Yeah, it's on the thing that holds the USB. So I need to file exactly where it was suggested. I don't remember by who. You love it? I hate it. The good news is that this area is a lot easier to file. And I'm pretty sure there are no traces here because the connection is all the way to the back. Yeah, the problem is that it's filing with an angle, right? So I need to get a more plain file now to okay, we're almost there. It already clears the case, but it needs to go in like on this side. We're almost there, guys. Really almost there. And girls. Not yet. Painful to watch. Yeah, it is painful to do as well. Trust me. Yeah, and we are getting to the place where the PCB is soldered. So we can't go much further than that. Ah, motherfucker. Sorry for the curse. We are so close. Yes! 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 Let me just take it out. Now it doesn't want to come out. Come on! I need to clean this before putting it in. It does. It didn't scratch any traces. I'm 99% sure that it works, but I can show you. Because all the USB connectors, they connect through the back, and the front pins are usually just mechanical connections. I'm pretty sure it still works. Can you see? It still works fine. So let me just quickly clean this and we can move on. And I can go thank the gods, the keyboard gods, for helping me on this one. There we go. You guys have no idea how happy I am right now. This board better freaking sound amazing. So hold on. Before I continue here, let me just clean this area here. It's full of PCB magic dust. Thanks keeps God. Yes. Absolutely. Stunning sound hype. Yeah, it better sound right. It better sound good. We still didn't decide on the keycaps we're gonna put here. I got Solarized Dark, but I don't know. Is it a good combo, Solarized Dark? Or do you guys have any suggestions for keycaps? Hey Nui, how are you? Just want to leave here that I'm following you on Instagram for a while and I love your pictures. Happy to find you here. Happy you found me, man. Really glad that you like them. 10K Mizu. Yeah, I will open my portal here and I'll be right back. Where is Ricky when you need him, right? Mizu confirmed. Time portal for the win, yes. All right, let's see. Let me put one solarized dark key, and then we can. So let me put it here. Modern Doge or Oblivion. Okay, let's try Modern Doge first. Modern Doge, where are you? Black, Modern Doge. Let's take a look at Modern Doge. So do you guys think that Modern Doge will be nice here? What is chat's opinion? My vote's for solarized, but either will be lovely. Okay. You know what? Let's do a quick straw poll. Why don't we? Josh. Straw poll me. So Modern Doge, or solarized dark. One, two. Yeah, I the first set that crossed my mind was muted as well. And I do have it. It's currently on my Panda missed all the filing. Where can I buy good Retooled? You can't. All Retooleds are the same. Yeah, and I'm leaning towards muted. What do you guys think? Wanna do muted? Yeah, I think so too. So sorry for people who voted on the straw poll. I think we're doing muted. And then I need to put something here. I think I'm gonna put, yeah, muted is always good. I agree. I agree with that. So let's do it. Chat is king. Whatever chat says is what I do. With a few exceptions, of course. And I wish I was an organized person. Your wall of keep seems pretty organized. Yeah, everything that is within the reach of the camera is organized. Organized. You guys have no idea how it looks like outside of the camera. So that's my trick. It's an illusion. Yeah, I actually have a green screen behind me. Look at this snowflake layout. Hey, Big McMuffins. Missed the first part of the stream. Might I ask about your stabs and thoughts? I'm in particular no band-aids versus band-aid, and also what lube. Currently doing mine. Okay, I do not do band-aid mods anymore. I used to, but nowadays I think that not doing band-aid mod makes the stabilized keys sounds a little more in line with the other regular keys. So that's why I don't do it anymore. I prefer it that way. I think it matches better, if you will. And I do a few things differently than Nathan can. I know he lubed the inserts of the steps where I don't. I only lube the wire. You know, the little L on the wire. So basically, yeah. And if you're into that, by all means do it. I prefer no band-aid. So basically, I lube just around the corner here, and so this little L all the way to where it clips on the stabilizer. That's how I like to do it. That's how I do it, and I like it that way. So I do not lube the housing itself or the insert. And as far as lubricant goes, let me fix this. I always use this brand here. I think it's the best one I found. Is the Permatex dielectric grease. The main advantage of this is that the lube never seemed to dry up and become white. I had that with Super Lube, for instance. Thank you, man, and no problem. Whatever you need. Mind if I also ask which batch of Retooled these are and your thoughts about them? So those here are the last ones that I have that came from Arrows, back when they still carried them. But they are a mixed bag like most of the batch of Retooleds. Some are really good and some are scratchy. They are lubed. I lube this. My preferred lube is this. Let me show you. Most of the time I try to use this combo here that I can't find right now. Here it is. So I do 204 and 107. 204 is a grease and 107 is oil. And I do 70 to 30%. All right, Luke, you have a good night. Are you waking up for the Rukia thing? But this one I lubed with, no problem, no problem. This one I lubed with, and look at this. I carried the little number 2. Okay, good luck with the Rukia later. So I was saying, but this keyboard, I decided to do something different, and I only lubed with 103, which is an oil, a Krytox 103. But I don't know how it's gonna feel, how it's gonna sound. I did it before, but it was a long time ago, so I don't even remember the feeling. So we'll see. Now here, let's do Alt-GR. Let me grab my muted. I need all the look I can get. I know. Which color for the spacebar? Should we do accent or white or alphas? I'm gonna leave them both out so we can decide. White? Okay, alphas. Got it. Yeah, just need to find some 1U control or not alt or super or something like that. There we go. Let me just take those keys out of my acrylic Alice. This is 7U, yes. Sounds like Lego. Yeah, exactly. They're both made out of ABS. So, all right. Time for the truth. Let's pause the music. Let's connect this baby. The underglow, it's sorry, the not underglow, but the LEDs are pretty visible, as you can see still, even though we were using non-RGB switches. Okay, let me get a text editor up and let's see. Let's see how this baby sounds. All right, I think it sounds really good. I can still feel a little bit of scratchiness, to be honest, on the Retooled blacks. So I may revisit this to relube the switches. I still don't know, but overall, I am pretty pleased. I love muted here. I may do something nice with this LED since they are individually addressable. Must be nice to like play with this depending on the layer you're on. I don't know yet, but you know, for the looks, I think it does look amazing. I love the way it looks with, I think this was the perfect choice for the key set. Hey, Enjoy. How are you? Yeah, I think it looks astonishing. Let me do another typing test. I would redo the spacebar as well and make it a little more heavier. 72 isn't that heavy. Yeah, there is a little bit of scratchiness and still. I'm gonna be using this daily to try to break it in a little bit more. But I am feeling that I might desolder it and lube it with some grease mix. So that's not the last time that you're gonna hear about this board, most likely. But yeah, we've been going for what, 2 hours and almost 2 hours and a half. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this build. Mistakes were made. And we had to fight against the PCB a little bit. Hey, W Maples. Do you really have this much keep stuff? Cause goddamn jealous. Man, I do. Yeah, I was just about to wrap up. We just put together this QXP with Retooled blacks. I just finished the typing test, and I'm pretty pleased with this board. This is basically going to be my daily driver for some time, but I might redo it because I'm still feeling a little bit of scratchiness on the Retooled blacks. But yes, QXP is a very awesome board. Thank you, Cyber. Thank you very much. And I am definitely a fan of this board. I think it looks amazing, amazing. Quentric did a very good job with this guy. All right, guys. Any closing thoughts before I wrap this up? Yeah, it's not only the sound, Panda. It is also the feeling. It feels scratchy, most definitely. All right. Thank you, Tess. Thank you, I'm not Neil. Thank you, Cyber, W Maples, Enjoy, Panda, Looped Helios, Eames, Luke, that is no longer here, Ike's and Novia. Who else? I will try them and I'll let you know, but I'll probably try them on my next stream where I unbox something. Weeks, thank you very much. That's it, guys. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys on Discord. Bye-bye.